Peatlands are kind of wetlands, which are among the most valuable ecosystems on Earth. They are extremely important for preserving global biodiversity and help to address climate change. They are the largest natural terrestrial carbon store. The area are covered by this natural peatland worldwide is storing more carbon than all other vegetation types in the world combined. Damaged peatlands are a major source of greenhouse gas emissions annually, releasing almost 6% of the total of CO2 emissions. Peatland restoration can therefore bring significant emission reduction in these areas. Year-round waterlogged conditions slow the process of plant decomposition to such extent that dead plants accumulate to form peat. For thousands of years, these materials build up and become several meters thick. About 15% of the world peatland have been drained, and this has released huge amounts of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide from carbon stored between peat soils. The protection and restoration of peatland is vital. For example, fires in Indonesian peat swamp forest in 2015 emitted nearly 16 million tons of CO2 a day. This is more than the daily emission from the entire US economy. At the same time, peatlands are the largest natural terrestrial carbon store. Worldwide, the remaining area of natural peatland available is more than 3 million square kilometers and contains more than 550 gigatons of carbon. How big is a gigaton?
According to NASA climate change, so how big is just 1 gigaton? This unit of mass is equivalent to 1 billion metric tons, 2.2 trillion pounds, or 10,000 fully loaded US aircraft carriers.
So in the natural wet state, peatland provide vital ecosystem services by regulating water flows, and they help to minimize the risk of flooding and drought and preventing seawater intrusion. In many parts of the world, peatlands supply food, fiber, and other local products that sustain local economies. They are also preserve important ecological and archaeological information such as pollen records and human artifacts. So peatland has been for thousands and thousands of years. So it's preserving and holding ecosystems. That's very interesting. Draining peatlands reduces the quality of drinking water due to pollution from dissolved compounds. Damage to peatlands also results from biodiversity loss. For example, the decline of the Bornean orangutan population by 60% between 60 years period is largely attributed to loss of peat swamps habitat. So what can be done? Urgent action worldwide is required to protect, sustainable manage, and restore peatlands. This involves protecting them from degrading activities such as agricultural convention and restoring the waterlogged condition required for peat formation to prevent the release of carbon stored in peat soils.
The plants are the key to everything else, because if you don't have plants, you don't have insects. If you don't have plants and insects, you don't have birds. And sometimes the hen harriers, and it's magnificent to see them, but they're at the very top. And by looking after the habitat and the soils and the vegetation, then that ensures that we do have these top celebrity species.
Yes, there's a cost saving for Northern Ireland Water. It's hard to say exactly what that cost saving is at this point in time, because really what you're talking about is a more consistent, better quality raw water. Therefore, a small reduction in chemicals, potentially a reduction in sludge produced from water treatment, and all of that helps to reduce our costs, but it also protects the environment.
And also for the people who graze this land, the farmers who work on this land, the fact now that there are these little bridges that they can walk across, it means their livestock can be safer. They can get out if they fall in. You know, it's just a win-win all around.
Global effort can build on the work of those countries which has taken steps to reverse the decline of peatlands. For example, the United Kingdom is established a strategic peatland action plan to support the UK climate mitigations on international biodiversity targets. Peatland restoration project has proven to be cost-effective compared to others available carbon-reducing technologies. They also have added bonus of reestablishing multiple benefits arising from peat forming.
It is our responsibility to be the generation that charts a new course for humanity. We must set our ambitions higher and turn ideas into actions. So let this day be the start of the next chapter.